In this video, I wanted to show you how I transformed this previously unused area of my garden into an area that me and my partner now love. Most of us probably have an area of our gardens like this. I used it as an excuse to hoard timber that I didn't really need and ended up wasting a beautiful spot under a really nice acer tree in the process. I started off by clearing the area so I knew what I had to work with. I then grabbed my shovel and spent about 3 hours digging 6 inches of soil out, and I used this soil to fill in a big patch of my garden where the grass was quite low, so I ended up killing 2 birds with 1 stone, which is always nice. I then used a rake to level everything off and compacted it down. Now it was time for me to grab some weed fabric, just to prevent anything from growing through once the patio has been laid. And using some hardcore that I had left over from a previous project, I began to wheelbarrow all of that in and rake it out level. Now I purposely wanted this video to be a little bit more chill than my others, but if you are interested in getting more of the details on the exact steps required to lay your first patio, then I have made a full video on that, and you can check that out once you're done here. Once the hardcore had been laid halfway, I again used a compactor before filling in the remaining hardcore. Then, using a few old bags of building sand, I screeded the hardcore and compacted it down to give me a level base to begin laying the patio slabs. For this project, I'm using some porcelain slabs that I had left over from a patio that was done in my garden years ago. But because I'm using porcelain, you do really want to make sure that you prime the bottom of each slab, otherwise they will not stick to your cement. Then I began the process of laying every single slab in place using 5mm spacers. And I think laying a patio does seem like one of those really scary jobs if you've not done it before. This is the second patio that I have laid myself, and I can tell you from experience that once you actually start, it's not as bad as you think. It is just a case of taking your time and using a spirit level just to make sure every slab is going in level. It was at this point of the project I decided that I wanted to use a sleeper that I had on that pile of wood next to me to edge the patio. So we did just dig out a small trench. I then set up a string line and began to fill in that trench with cement. Only to realise that when we put the sleeper in, there was far too much cement in there, so I did have to take some of that out and then hammer that down. I come back the next day once everything had set and kicked off all of these spacers, swept everything off and made sure to grab my hoover just to clean out all of the grouting gaps. And I am using this Sika FASTFix jointing compound, which I have also done another video on, and I'll be sure to link that in the description if you're interested on how that works. I did have quite a lot of the jointing compound left over at this stage. I was planning on using small pebble stones to fill in this gap, but in the end I decided to use the rest of the jointing compound. One of the last things I really wanted to do was make this oak sleeper look brand new again. I started off by routing the corner at a diagonal edge, and then grabbing some 120 grit sandpaper before applying a nice coat of finish. Now this is done, we have turned a previously unused and unloved area of our garden into somewhere that we both love to spend our time. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then please go ahead and smash the like button, consider subscribing for more videos like this, and until next time, happy building.